Join Card Tricks live on Whatnot, the only place for regular wrestling breaks in the UK. Get £5 off your first purchase using code SCRNEW. Maybe that turns into your first one-of-one auto. Only one way to find out. Follow Card Tricks UK on Instagram and join the WhatsApp group via the link in the bio for all the latest news of what we are breaking and when. Let's get ready to rumble! Code only valid for first-time Card Tricks customers.
And now, presenting from across the pond, it's the Squared Circle Relics Podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 63 of the Squared Circle Relics Podcast. I am your host, the new World Order heavyweight champion of the world. I am your president, David Lloyd. I'm also here with the WWF champion, Colonel Chaos himself, Jamie Stocker. And we're also here with Chris. Sorry, Chris.
It's Chris gone? Has he left us?
Chris is not happy. Chris is not happy. So what's currently going on right now, and it is a Colonel Chaosy moment as well. We're just going to add this for in a second. But I sent Jamie a text message earlier on this week and said, wouldn't it be funny if we came to the podcast wearing our championship belts that we'd both won from Card Tricks? Fantastic. Oh, there you go. Doesn't count, mate. He's strapping on a kid's wing needle belt.
1990.
Look at this mark on the bottom screen.
You know,
with his replica belt. He's not a real world champion, is he?
So, for those who don't know, I in the last 2 weeks I have won the New World Order Heavyweight Championship belt on a Card Tricks giveaway. Jamie has won the Winged Eagle belt many moons ago, and so I thought it would be funny to turn up both with us as the clock counted down to start the show for us to both put our belts on our shoulders and rib Chris a bit. The only thing is, even though I mentioned it to Jamie and sent him a fucking reminder today, he had forgotten to do it.
Which he acknowledged as well to say, oh yeah, I'll do that. Exactly. So there you go. We'll put them down because they are quite heavy. They are quite heavy, aren't they? I didn't realise that replica belts are so heavy.
Yeah, they're lovely. Don't get me wrong. But they're very heavy. Very, very heavy. So, Chris, how are you, mate? How's things going?
This one's not so heavy. Yeah, no, thanks for that, guys. That was really fun. I really appreciated that.
You're not seen them before, have you?
No, I don't want to really see them again either, to be honest.
No, okay.
I would have said congrats, but no, you're going to do this to me. The annoying thing is it's one of those like purchases where I've always wanted a replica belt, and I can just never. I know I spend money on cards, but I just haven't ever gone, right, I'm going to drop like 300, 400, 500 quid on a fucking belt. So.
Yeah, they're expensive things.
I will get one day.
I always find it really funny when like collectors have got like 50, 60 of them, because that's the thing that they collect. Mm-hmm. Good on them, but where do they put them all? And it's just crazy. And they are really heavy. They're very bulky things. They're lovely to have, but very, very bulky things.
Oh, yeah.
And my one, Jamie, does yours really like the leather smell on mine is like just new leather smell?
Yeah,
and it's really like you can smell it. You really can. It's Chris is not happy. I can see he's fuming.
I'm just like, I'll just leave.
Jamie, how are you going, man?
I'm not doing too bad. I feel really bad now. I feel really guilty.
No. I
feel like we've upset Chris.
Joking. You haven't upset me.
I feel like we've upset him.
I've had worse today.
It was a good rib. But we have met up. We have seen each other since the last recording. We went down to our nameless, soulless publican house, and did a bit of business while we were there. It was one of the weirdest moments I think us three have ever had together. We're in the back of each other's cars, looking at cards in the dark. People are outside the pub smoking, looking at us, thinking we're like drug dealing. There's a police van down the road. Yeah,
it's in the car park.
White shoe boxes everywhere, man. It was hilarious. Well, card boxes, but yeah, it was quite funny.
I did think it was less soulless down there now. Now they've got a TV showing the football. I think maybe they've got a bit of ambience in there now.
To be honest, I've always liked it in there.
Yeah, it's
really.
all right. Yeah,
it's one of those pubs that people like a lot of builders go to and stuff like that. Lovely to see you boys as always. And one night we should really go for a proper knees up. We always say this and we never get round to it, but we need to do it one time.
I think we need to go for a Ruby.
Yeah, when we haven't got like business sort of stuff to do, card stuff to do, I'd be up for that. Yeah.
Every time we've met, we've always done like
something
related to the pod. To be honest, so it would be nice to see guys not in that setting. Maybe invite Matt along as well.
Yeah,
ATP
curry. Yeah.
Anyone else who can make it across? I don't think there is anyone near, but yeah. They're all in New York. Well, one's in New York, one's in Chicago. The ATP are flying around the place at the minute, aren't they?
Yeah, doing a bit of travelling, picking up bits and pieces all over the place, aren't they?
And we're stuck in the snow and the ice. Brilliant.
You're the only one who had snow out of us three. I didn't have any snow up our way.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, we had nothing.
Yeah, we had quite a bit, to be honest. It only lasted the morning. See, we had to talk about the weather. We have to talk about the weather. Okay, what have we been watching? Anything?
Jamie's old DVDs that he gave me.
Did you? How many have you done?
No. I started last night because I finally remembered to get them out of the car after I'd done the food shop and was like, "Oh look, these
were they damp?"
No, they were cold. But I did the one. It was like the one. It's called After Raw or something like that. So it's all the segments after Raw's finished. I'm about 2 or 3 hours in on that one, but I fell asleep watching it. I will just say that hilarious on there that I've seen all of them, I think, or most of them. But the one where Stone Cold's laying in the ring singing, and then he's asking everyone what their job is, and then he's like, truck driver. Oh, I can't stand truck drivers, and he does it to every person. Oh, I can't stand them. Hilarious, but yeah. Yeah,
the worst kind of people sort of thing, isn't it?
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Have we been watching anything in the last 30 years?
No.
20 years, maybe? Jamie? I'm like outside of UFC 309, John Jones's spinning back kick were awesome. I still haven't got used to John Jones's weight, basically, because he was always quite a skinny guy, and now he's a big motherfucker. So that's kind of weird to see. And Luke Littler, we have to talk about it. Did you guys see the darts?
No, I missed it this weekend.
No, I did watch it. So it was the Grand Slam of darts.
Yeah.
Luke Littler destroyed... The other guy could have just stayed at home and had a cup of tea, because he turned up, destroyed him. It was beautiful to watch, though. His cards went on sale today. No one got any of his cards. They sold out in seconds. Literally. None of us lot did anyway. So gutted. But yeah, amazing. Like, we talk about Luke Littler a lot. Not a lot, not a little, but sometimes when we can. Yeah, he's 17, he's a force of nature. It's crazy. So just sad that his card run was really limited as well. Like, if you look at the chat list, there's not a lot on there, to be honest. I don't think there was that many boxes that went out. So
I don't know when he actually would have really had much time to even sign, because obviously a lot of them, I think they're all on card, and you think he's been all over the place, like touring, doing the Premier League and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, yeah, we've been waiting a long time for it, haven't we, really? I
did read a comment today saying, from like somebody who kind of knows about the dart scene a bit more than most people, I guess, and he said, like, the price of these boxes to get one auto, if you went to a dart show, you could easily get something signed from him for like way cheaper. So
yeah. Oh really?
But yeah,
they were nice looking cards though.
Nice looking cards.
Give them the due. They're nice looking cards.
And the patches and stuff are pretty cool.
Well, they get like flights and
The Nook,
them as relics and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. So Jamie, we'll defer to you. What have you been watching wrestling wise?
You know what? I actually haven't really been following much Dynamite. I've kind of gone off the product for a little while. I kind of maybe not had the time, but I've not then gone on to watch any replays. So I've missed really Dynamite. I've only kind of seen the clips really. And even like last night, I've not seen Dynamite from last night yet, considering it's a go home show for Full Gear. So I think I'll probably just go into Full Gear fairly cold turkey. I did see the November Rain video that they put out for Guns N' Roses. I've got them signed up for the show, so that's like an 8-minute montage of kind of the build for Full Gear. But yeah, other than that, not been watching anything really, just kind of clips and bits and pieces.
No, cool. Nothing big happened that I know. I don't think there's anything big that's happened.
I don't think there's anything that I've seen on the clips really. I think it's been fairly cold. So yeah, no, that's it really. I guess the other thing, did any of you boys watch the boxing on Friday night?
I did not.
The Mike Tyson
Paul fight, yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
It was sort of staged, wasn't it?
The streaming is about the same as my streaming right now. Fucking terrible.
Worrying for WWE.
Yeah. Well, it's just, I think it was, they said it was like a test run, didn't they? But, yeah, not the best. So
no, I think because they've got the NFL for the first time Christmas Day, I think they're kind of expecting the same volume. So I guess they're sorting their shit out for that.
Yeah.
But they're I think there's like 60 million people they reckon tuned in for it, which is a crazy number, really. No, I didn't see it either. Oh, okay. I don't think it actually started to early hours, did it?
I think it was like a load more, like worldwide. I think it was like 120 million or something stupid like that. Something
mental,
something ridiculous. But yeah, I didn't. No, I think Tommy did over in the States.
He's on normal time, isn't he? Though,
yeah, but he's on normal time. So, but I'm not going to start for that. I do like, to be honest, though. I love Tyson. It's hard to say I love Tyson, but I love to watch Tyson box.
Well, don't watch that match then, because there wasn't a lot of that going on. Shit.
It's like saying I like Chris Benoit, but I like Chris Benoit wrestling, not necessarily the person. But Jake Paul, I think,
not the person, yeah.
Marmite, and he. Okay, so we're going to news. News is going to be ridiculous today, so strap in for a long while. I think, Jamie, when you do the editing on this, I'm going to be saying incoming a lot. If you can add the worms, incoming! After I do it, I think it would be quite funny.
Me and Jamie could just do it if you want.
Yeah.
I'll leave it to you, Chris. You've nailed that voice.
So, WWE Panini Select is out now. We've covered this. Please, if you haven't done already, go and listen to our special that we did in the between the last episode we did and this episode. We've done a bonus episode where we break down Select. So it's honestly, guys, I thank you all that have listened to it so far. Thank you so much. You're like, we don't talk about statistics and numbers at all on this show. We're very modest people when it comes to this kind of stuff. But we did have a good old laugh between the three of us all week. We've been tracking because of that bonus episode, we've been tracking with Barstools. Was it Brendan F. Walker? I think something like that.
Wrestling.
And JBL and Briscoe, who had Bull Buchanan on as a special guest this week. And we beat them in the ratings war. And I can tell you, as of today, we're still beating them. We've been trading back and forth all week, but today we are officially really beating them. They've dropped off, both of them, completely out of the charts, really. So
I would say, though, we may be beating them in the wrestling podcast scene, but if we had a 6-man tag, they would kick our asses.
I'd run.
Briscoe, Bradshaw, and Bull Buchanan.
Yeah. But for this 1 week, we can actually say we're bigger than Bull. So happy to say that. Happy to say. Never thought I'd say that, but we are. So, but thank you. That's all for the people listening to it. Thank you so much, and we do appreciate any spare minute you give to us. So thank you. Let's move on then. So WWE Panini three count incoming. So first off the line, sold out on the Dutch auction at $308.33.
Precise. Very precise.
I think that's not too bad, really. But
if the normal one
depends on yeah.
It's early to judge.
Hobby,
we haven't seen it.
Yeah. Hobby. That's been pushed back, I believe, until the end of November. So we're looking at really the 29th, but it might bleed into December. We don't know yet. We'll see. To be honest, Panini aren't too bad with their dates, are they? So I wouldn't expect a big weight on it, really. I think generally it's going to come out, and it's going to come out soon. I haven't seen first off the line ship yet, though. I've seen no breaks.
I've not seen anything anywhere, no.
Of it. So I don't think they're in hand yet either. So I think we're going to have to wait a bit for that.
I did get suckered into a Whatnot break last week because I saw a guy on Whatnot had a 3-count breakup, and I got all excited that it was happening, and he had like his countdown time. I thought, oh, it's happening now, and then realised it was just a placeholder. So I got everyone excited for nothing.
Mate, you get suckered in too easily with that stuff. Until I see the actual ding of it's actually
product.
It's on.
Yeah.
Well, no, like
on
it's
the table.
Yeah, exactly. When it flips up saying the show started,
Breaking
I'm like,
now.
ooh,
Yeah.
okay. So, but yeah, they love to. The problem is they love to leave it on there a bit too long, and then they'll reschedule it within like 10 minutes of it going live. And I think that annoys people and puts people for a bit of a loop, to be honest. But until then, we're not going to talk much about the checklist. We're just going to talk about one element of the checklist because we haven't talked about it before. We're going to go downtown where the folks are broke. You go downtown where your life's a joke. You go downtown when you buy your token. You go home to Skid Row. That's what I think of downtowns when I think of downtowns. Don't you? Bit of Little Shop of Horrors.
I'm going to think of you singing it now.
That's horrendous.
There you go.
Jeez.
It's not on the bingo
There
card.
you go. Okay, so downtowns. So you've got Rey Mysterio, The Miz, Eddie Guerrero, Razor Ramon, Bret the Hitman Hart, Asuka, Undertaker, Rhea Ripley, Rowdy Roddy Piper, I think is a bit of a...
Scotland.
Yeah, but it isn't actually from Scotland.
It's Canadian, isn't
No,
it?
it's going to be Glasgow, isn't it? It's going to be like Glasgow.
The Barrowlands be in the background.
Yeah. So Bianca Belair, Mankind, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Ultimate Warrior, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Gunther, John Cena or John Cena, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, Hulk Hogan, and Hunter Hearst Helmsley. It's weird that they've put Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Maybe they're going to make him French or something.
What was I going to say? Are they going to make Gunther Austrian or German?
Yeah.
I think it'd be Austrian.
Why would you put Hunter Hearst Helmsley if you're not going to do that original kind of gimmick, though? Do you know what I mean?
But the thing is, because he's like a Connecticut snob, isn't it?
It was Greenwich, wasn't it? Yeah.
Greenwich, sorry.
Greenwich,
is it going to
could be. I reckon it's going to be that first.
What, Jean-Paul Levesque?
Jean-Paul, yeah.
Jean-Paul Levesque, yeah. So, I think they're going to look good.
Mm.
The Ultimate Warrior one, I think, is going to look absolutely insane. And I hope it
Judging
does.
from what they did with that select one, the global icons, that was cool, wasn't it? So yeah,
that's
more
one
of the
best.
same, please.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm kind of looking forward to CM Punk, Chicago.
I mean, that's going to be a must-buy for me.
I think
that's
that always
Chicago Punk for me. Yeah, I think that's going to be a big boy purchase, depending on how they fall.
Well, I think
as long as it's not an image of him, kind of that Survivor Series image from last year, I kind of want a different Punk image.
Old.
I don't know if I want old, but I just want a different version of Punk. If he had the Money in the Bank Punk, that would be really cool, wouldn't it? Being Chicago and everything else. But I mean, we'll see.
Entendre there. Do you want old Punk? You know,
Punk.
We've got old Punk right now. I'll tell you that. Roman Reigns is one I think will be quite special as well, because it will have that like tribal chief heritage towards it, kind of in the background. I think that would be cool. That would be quite cool. Bianca's will be boring.
We've seen Bianca's
already, haven't we? With the rainbow
in Tennessee.
Yeah,
Brett's is going to be cool with the mountains. Is it? They should just use that that old photo where he's in the jeans. The denim jacket and the denim, yeah.
Is Mankind? It has to be in the boiler room.
Boiler room, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. I don't think there's going to be any. I think John Cena's is probably going to be the worst. Boston. I love Boston.
Boston.
But I think it'll just be a bit boring.
Where was Hogan always billed from?
Long Beach, California, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. But maybe his will just be like American. Do you know what I mean? That would make the most sense. Do like a fucking eagle and a shotgun or something. I don't know.
Hollywood, California was Hollywood Hogan, obviously. And then Venice Beach, California as Hulk Hogan. And then Washington, D.C. as Mr. America, which it ain't going to be Mr. America, is it?
If it is Mr. America, it would say Mr. America if it was Mr. America, but that would be amazing. And just have like the whole of
the White House behind it on it.
That would be so cool, man. It's what we're missing. We haven't had at least like stuff like that would be different. You know what I mean? And people would chase that as well.
I think if you had the Hogan downtown, if you had it like, let's say America stuff like the Eagles, and like, if you had him doing the Hogan pose like that on the downtown, that'd be a really cool image, wouldn't it? You know?
I think the essence will be obviously what's going on behind the people, but the photography is going to be a big one on this, because I don't think the photography on the colour wheel was any great shakes, to be honest. So
neither was the Bianca one we're seeing, is it? It's just very bland.
So we'll see. So enough for 3 count. So basically, like when we talked about select just before, so any set release now that comes out, obviously it will come out, we'll look at it, and then we'll do a bonus episode to do the set review. So we're no longer including them into the main show. They'll all be bonus episodes going forward, pretty much. I'm not looking forward to one of them, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, but yes, a lot of them I think will be quite nicely and neatly into half-hour to an hour packages, depending on how big they are going forward. So then we'll go into WWE Panini Flawless Incoming! So we've started seeing a load of pictures of this now, a load of 101s. It's not going to be, it's a bespoke product. It's not going to be in Chronicles. So that's going to be expensive, no doubt. Anyone stand out for you with the pictures that you've seen?
Did you guys see the segment on Raw this past Monday?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
With Damian Priest.
Damian Priest is signing the Flawless cards. They're all set out on the table. And it was Gunter came and gave him a little punch in the head, on the back of the head. So, yeah. And apparently no cards were harmed, but...
Yeah, they had to send out a statement saying no cards were harmed. No cards were harmed.
No way. I can't believe I missed that.
But they were on card always, so...
Yeah.
On card autos and ring used auto card.
Yeah.
So I think they look great. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to the price point of it, but hey, cool. We'll see when they come out. We've got no other information about it other than images that we're all seeing. So please, if you haven't seen them anyway, just Google them and they'll come up. There's loads of them. There's loads on X and stuff like that in the minute.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're everywhere. One got us all by surprise in the last couple of days. So WWE Panini National Treasures, Natty T. Incoming! What the fuck, Panini? Seriously, like, what is going on? I know, like, we all know that they're flogging a dead horse now. I get it, but like having 3-count, flawless, Natty T, they're all higher end products, right? None of them are the small end products, and they're all coming out at once. This is insane. What the fuck, Panini? Images are out. There's loads of images out. I'll go through that in a minute, but just from what we know from the box breakdown, so it's 10 cards per box, 4 boxes per case, 8 autos and mem per box. That's fucking insane. Booklets, triple autos, dual autos, colossal relic autos, and clutch factor autos. So there's one big card, obviously, that everyone's been talking about, and that's the AEW card with the Nightmare Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and Jade. Sadly, these are not on card. Everything looks stickered. So, but what are your thoughts, guys?
I did see on the Card Tricks WhatsApp group that Chris, I think it might have been Chris, who potentially said that he thinks that AEW one we've seen is actually part of a booklet because he couldn't see the border or the bottom of it. So maybe actually there may be more there rather than that closed up image of the 3 that we've seen. Could be. I don't know who else they would put on there as the AEW card. But I mean, as 3 names on there, I mean, they're quite good names to have on an auto, aren't they? But yeah, I don't know what other big shockers we'll have as part of that National Treasure set. I can't expect anything massive really, but a good start anyway, nonetheless.
Go on, mate.
I was just going to say, I took a bit of, I don't know the word. I was a bit like, on this because of the stickers. I think National Treasures with sticker autos, I don't think I've ever really seen that in another product.
Sticker dump.
If it's absolutely a sticker dump, and I get it, and if it was your business, you'd do exactly the same. But as a collector, it just makes me think, no, I'd rather go for other stuff over this.
Like Flawless.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean? Yeah, and like with 3-count, even with the chance of getting a downtown, I just find that more appealing than getting like some National Treasure auto that, lovely card. Nice card stock and everything, but sticker autos are pissing me off. I've been buying a few like on card autos recently, and I really appreciate like how much better they look. The full auto.
I have always said this as well, that I think a higher end product, like you said, auto always needs to be on card when you pay in a lot of money for a box in the first place.
Yeah,
there's nothing more disheartening than, let's say, getting a sticker auto and something you paid £400 for the box or whatever, you know.
And the Jade Cargill auto is off the sticker. Like, I know that wasn't like an official promo shot or anything.
It's true though. It's absolutely true because you will get that on stuff like you get John Cena's with half the star off the edge, or an Undertaker where it's gone off on the sticker and stuff. You know,
it's always put me off with like John Cena auto cards because 95% of them aren't entirely his auto because it's a star. So, I just think they've done National Treasures. I was so looking forward to National Treasures because I've seen them in other sets and they look brilliant. Yeah. I always wanted Gold Standard, but I always thought that they were going to nail it with National Treasures, and I think they've done a bit of disservice to them in Chronicles. I don't think the cards were great in Chronicles, and then the standalone set, you're not even getting on-card autos, and it's going to be at a very pricey point, I'd imagine, going forward, but we'll see. I don't know, man. Like, it just seems really odd. Why do it another high-end set? Why not do a
paper set or just anything else?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, I don't know. I get it's probably unchangeable, you'd imagine at this point. They just can't do anything about it, but yeah.
No. And there's one more thing to add though onto that, because they haven't stopped there with National Treasures. So you can actually go and buy right now 3 National Treasure 101s. So Panini released on blockchain, so the NFT wise. So they put out National Treasure 101s, and there's 3 of them for sale. So there's a Rhea Ripley 101, there's a Stacey Keebler 101, and then there is a Roman Reigns 101. So National Treasures, all 101s. So you buy, so basically it's on a Dutch auction. It started at $100,000. What the fuck?
Good starting point, eh?
It's just like there's it's multi-sport, right? So you've got Messi on one of them, and like NHL, NFL players, etc. Like all loads of different sports on there. We've got 3 wrestlers, but every single one of them started at 100,000. It's just insane. Like, why not just start them at 15 or 10,000 and see what happens? You know what I mean? So anyway, that's still counting down. I don't think any of them have been sold. So what you do is you buy it off the Dutch auction if you want it, and you get the I think you get the NFT, and also you get the physical copy as well.
Yeah, that's what I had seen.
Yeah. So great. I mean, I think it's quite an inventive way of doing it. I like that they kind of do that, because you're basically getting both of the things, you know what I mean, NFT and, for what it's worth, NFTs. I still love NFTs. Like I love a digital copy still. There's one actually I would probably buying at the end of the month.
NFT Dave.
Not one of these. NFT Dave. I like it, but just starting them 100,000. What the fuck were they thinking about? I just don't know.
Where do you think they're going to drop to, though? Where do you think you're going to get? Do you think you're going to get one-of-one prices, or do you think you get an elevated one-of-one price?
No idea. No, literally, it's uncharted territory for the wrestling world. No idea where they're going to end up. Obviously, you'd hope Roman Reigns would go more than Rhea Ripley, but with the pervs, the pervs out there, you just don't know, man. Like, anything can happen.
I think you're going to get low 4 figures. I think you're looking 2,000 to 3,000. I reckon they're going to drop down to before they go.
Theoretically, I think that Roman, it should be a $20,000 card, because it's a 1-of-1 Roman. It probably one of the last 1-of-1 Romans you'll get from Panini. He should sell high. You get the digital copy and the physical copy of Roman. It's a no-brainer. It should be higher than it is compared to some of the prices. I'd say $15,000, not pounds. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it will. I think, Jamie, you're right. I think it will go a lot further down than we think it should be at. But
you could make a play to then buy. Say you bought the Roman 101 and then you sell the NFT to recoup some of the money. Then you still get the physical card.
You still get the physical card regardless, yeah.
But I don't think if you sold the NFT, I don't know how much you'd get back from it. Like a tenth, maybe a bit more.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying you'd get more.
So hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make you feel.
It's so hard. Like, I find it so hard with NFT sales because stuff is all over the place price wise. There's no consistency with NFTs. Something goes for $50, something goes for $300, and you're like, there's no what's the difference? So yeah.
Do you think long term? Do you think had Panini had more foresight, do you think they would have done the same thing with Instants, that you would have got the Instants on the website and then you would have got the NFT for the 1-of-1s and the higher end autos and done it that way, so you would have got digital or physical? Or do you think they would have always kept it separate?
No, I don't know.
No, it's interesting. Just wondered.
All I'd say is, like, with ePack, imagine you're an AEW ePack user, and then you buy a box and you never convert those cards into, like, you just leave them in your account sat there. Are Upper Deck saving money that way? Do they then have to not? Or the cards are already printed, aren't they?
They're already done, yeah. And they're already at COMC, aren't they, to a certain level, because you can transfer them straight away. So, yeah, I don't know.
I'd love to see COMC's housing.
I'd love to have a tour of it. I bet it'd be fascinating.
Yeah. Like, it must be all, like, robots. A lot of it must be robots. Has to be. because they're too much. Just to get single. Oh, you might have a baby crying behind me, but you might see some people around doing a bit of picking, maybe. But it has to be robots, doesn't it?
They've got to be very gentle, though, wouldn't they? The robots. I can't remember how much they would do it, but
I just can't imagine like loads of people like going
millions
around.
of cards.
Yeah.
Just loads of gentle robots.
Loads of gentle robots.
Put the little receipts in it.
Like a little suction cup. But the thing is, I'm talking bullshit because it has to be people, because ultimately you can either get them with or without the holders as well, can't you? You can get them shipped. You can get them shipped without the top loaders, basically.
They still put them in penny sleeves with a little receipt, though, don't they? I can't imagine a robot does that. And it takes a long time to pick it, doesn't it?
It's fine. He's very gentle.
It's a very gentle robot. It's like a whisper.
What's the robot CV? He's loaded ice cream wafers in the box safely before.
I don't know, man. Like, I just can't imagine like sending like poor old Linda down an aisle and going, "This is your pick list." And she'll be there. She'll be there for 7 days, going, "I can't find this fucking."
Absolutely.
She looks at her job list. 127,000 orders in front of it. Oh my god!
I can't find this 199 Eddie Guerrero. I've been looking for it for 7 days. It's lost.
Sorry, dear.
Anyway,
amazing what senders can paint a picture in your head.
You know what I mean?
Poor old dear, losing her mind.
Linda walking around aimlessly. She's missed the lunch break. She can't find that Rey Mysterio insert that's worth 15p.
Oh dear.
She's worked for her lunch. Anyway, sorry. So let's get back on track.
I've got the bloody hiccups now.
Sorry, mate.
Someone scare him. Oh wait, no, he's drinking.
Let's move on. Just move on and I'll forget about it.
So WWE tops Chrome incoming. Well, I say incoming now. Incoming next year sometime.
6 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're definitely keen, aren't they?
Proper naughty jumper. Giving us a picture of his autographs, basically. So
I've got a reason for this. I think I know why he's done this. I reckon he doesn't know the difference between Chrome and Panini.
Yeah,
and they said, can you put your flawless picture out? And he's put Chrome out, and they said no flawless. And then he's done the flawless a couple of days later.
Shout. He did do them both, didn't he? So
he's done them one after the other.
Shout. That is a good shout.
He's jumped the gun, and he's got excited.
He
doesn't know.
He hasn't got a clue.
He's just signing cards, and it's all the fucking same.
It's the CTE, man. He's not all there. He really isn't. But yeah, it was lovely to see a picture, knowing that we're actually going to get Topps Chrome, because we worried about it, didn't we? We were like, we had an inkling of what was coming next year from sources, and it was a big gaping hole that Chrome wasn't there. So I do expect it still to be WrestleMania weekend, because they have that grace period up until March, Panini, haven't they? And they wouldn't
what
be
happened the other way round, isn't
exactly.
it?
So, exactly. So I'd imagine if they start hot and drop it in January, I wouldn't be surprised either, because why not? You know, if they've got the cards ready and rocking, why not?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, as well, would Panini be in a position to try and fight that? Do you know what I mean?
Think they could, because if the deal officially ends at the end of the year, there's nothing stopping them in theory.
No.
I mean, they've met their quota. Have we had that kind of... Did we have any crossover with any Topps to Panini last time? We didn't, did we, really?
No.
No, I know it's close, wasn't it? But I mean, I think once that grace period's finished, I don't think they can say, well, you can't do no more. Like, if it's part of old stock they haven't shipped out, then there's no issue.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's not like Panini's at the minute. It's not old stock. They're still doing stuff, aren't they? Like, you've seen people signing cards right now. So they're putting it right up to the wire, and whatever comes out between January and March next year, is going to be whatever they've got left. But the thing is, if they're doing Flawless and they've already announced Flawless and they've announced Natty T, is there going to be much else other than another sticker drop?
Could you imagine if they're like so far behind still that they then crammed in like Prism, Revolution Select, or something like Chronicles or something, all in that first sort of 3 months in 2025? That would be nuts.
It would be nuts.
Broke.
Yeah. No, it would be
I
nuts.
would be broke.
I just can't see it. Knowing that
I hope they don't do that.
Well, knowing that they've announced Flawless and people are still doing Flawless. Natty T just came out the woodwork from nowhere, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I can't imagine there's going to be much next year. But if it does happen, cool. Why not? So okay, we'll move on quickly to AEW stuff. Black Diamond. I believe it's now the 27th of the 11th that it's coming out. I could be wrong, but that's what I've seen. We have seen the checklist. It is fucking massive. It's huge.
How many pages was it, Lloydie?
Too many, like 700 pages. Just kept going on and on and on and on and on and on. I got seasick reading it all, like scrolling down. It was just too much. So I'm very much looking for us doing the set review of that in the future. But thinking about it, like we were talking about this, like we're going to have 3 count, Flawless, Natty T, and Black Diamond, hopefully to do in the next couple of months as like little bonus episodes. I'm really excited about that. I think that's really cool. I'm still not sure what I think of Black Diamond. I don't know if I like diamonds in cards as a selling point.
Agreed.
It doesn't really mean much to me. It might mean
it works
something
with like
Thanos.
Thanos. Do you know what I mean? It works with Thanos, but that's about
the
it.
Marvel cards, yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it does work well with.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here he goes. Look,
My wrestling
He's
belt.
whipping it out again.
My wrestling belt's got diamonds in it, you see. Like, I always thought they were screws, but no, they're diamonds.
you can actually get them replated by a guy
Chris
actually
shaking his
puts
head.
diamonds in it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know how much it would cost for an NWO belt, but
Suits
yeah.
you, sir.
Suit you. Anyway, I'm sure it had red screws in it. Like, later ones. Instead of diamonds. Has it always been diamonds? Jamie, you would know.
I've never looked close enough. I mean, the winged eagle hasn't got any
I'll
diamonds
just
in
top
it.
out, yeah? I'll just
Yeah,
pop out
sorry.
for a minute.
Yeah, let's go back to cards. Sorry,
Let's go back to cards. So yeah, that's incoming, and something that's not incoming is AEW at Law. Not incoming. Could be months. Could be years. We just don't know at this point. I do need to send Billy Celio a text and say, "Look, dude, what's going on?" But we'll find out at some point. So, any other news?
Well, I just want to say, similar on that, what is wrong with like the media team over there? Because have you seen the promo shots? No, have you seen the promo shots? Again, they're off-card autos on your promo shots. Like, come on. There's an MJF and a Chris Jericho, arguably your two best people that you're showing, and the autos are both off-card.
To be honest, I did see the MJF one, the gold one you're talking about, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's like half of his autograph.
It's horrible.
It is terrible.
Like,
and that's your selling point. That's really bad. Yeah. I forgot about that. Well done.
I'm not working at the moment. If they want to send pictures over and I'll proof check them for them, then feel free.
I've got one more bit of news for you as well. Pro Wrestling Junkies are having a Black Friday sale, aren't they? They're doing 40% off as part of a sale. So they're liquidating a lot of stock again. So,
but it'll already be finished before this goes out.
When's it? I thought it was Black Friday, wasn't it? Next weekend?
Is it this week? Oh no, it's next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend.
Next weekend. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So cool. You've got a week, guys. Go nuts. Go and get, because they're series 1, 2, and 3 and 4, aren't they? So, but
doing loads. Yeah.
But it's not like they're going to have it like the Fatu ones are very sold out. Yeah. It's just like the back stock he still had. So,
yeah,
which is cool. There's a couple there that I'm like, I really want to maybe get, but I don't know. They might be closed before I go back and have a look. So you just don't know. Go on. Sorry, Chris.
Oh, no, just one last bit of news as well. Have you guys seen this about Topps opening a store in the UK?
No, you mentioned this, didn't you? Yeah, in one of Westfield, isn't it?
It's Westfield, the White City one, not the Stratford one.
Okay.
What, Shepherd's Bush?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a lovely
ground.
shopping centre, isn't it?
I love the
nice.
White City one.
I used to work across the road from there when I worked at Talk back in the day.
Really?
That was I bought my wife's engagement ring there.
Very nice.
But you think, so I think it's going to be, well, I don't know if it's going to be a Topps store or it's going to be a Fanatics Collectibles, but it does look like it's going to be just cards or like autographs, that kind of thing. And I was thinking, imagine if when we get WWE, might be an actual physical shop that you could go to and buy some products. So that'd be pretty cool.
Oh, can you imagine us doing our podcast there?
Yeah.
Lloyd, you need to get your contact. Try and get some more Milton Keynes contacts.
Go knock on their door. Hello.
Was that a press release they put out for that?
No, it was like a teaser on Instagram. And the only kind of giveaway of it just showed products. But then at the end it said W12, I think it was, which is the postcode of that part of West London. So, yeah.
Okay. I mean, it might be worth keeping an eye. I'm not about to have a chat with somebody and have them on the show talk about what's going to be. So,
is it going to be a pop-up, though? That's the thing.
It doesn't look like it, no, because that's cool. What I thought initially. But no, it doesn't look like it will be.
Nice.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Because that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to cost us a fortune, but it's going to be awesome. I can be there, like, if the Southern's working, I can be there in, like, an hour.
We normally try and drive down to from here as well, because it's like a straight line to White City for us.
I used to be on there all the time, man. My journey in the morning down to Shepherd's Bush. Fun times. Different life now, it feels like, though, sadly. Okay, so let's move on to the Colonel's Corner.
Right, we'll go through Colonel's Corner stuff. So I mentioned on the episode last time round that I was sorting out the website bits and pieces and doing some cards for Christmas and stuff. Had a few life admin-y type things going, so I'm a little bit behind with stuff. So the website, I'm probably now going to push out until after Christmas. So that's kind of on the bit of a back burner on that side of things. And the same with the cards. I was kind of hoping to try and get this all done and dusted ahead of Christmas. I haven't been able to get the order in, and it takes obviously the lead time to get the order in. So I'm not going to now do that stuff, but I am going to obviously release the artwork because it was going to be kind of like dot to dots and colouring in pages and stuff like that. So I will do the artwork because the artwork has been done. So I'll drop it in the WhatsApp so people can print them off for their kids and do that kind of stuff over Christmas. But it will eventually be within a card set. But yeah, I have sadly had to move things on a little bit there, sadly. So
nothing says the Colonel Chaos as much as Christmas cards in the spring.
Well, it'll come out halfway through the year. It'll be Christmas somewhere. But no, yeah. So yeah,
what says Christmas? What says Christmas? It's the summer.
25th of June.
Well, if you go and release them in Australia, you might get it. Yeah, you never know.
Potentially. But yeah, so I've had to put those on hold for the minute, sadly. But yeah, other than that, not much more to look at, really. I do want to just say a quick shout out to you boys, obviously, for last week and sort of, little cards and bits and pieces that you come through. I will officially now say that you have now made me have to go and PC a lot of other sets that I hadn't really started, but now have started. So Chris, you gave me a load of Disco Donuts that I had a handful of already, but now I've got a load more. Lloyd gave me a load of part sets of AEW for the last year or so. There's some Prism stuff. I've just got so much stuff now. Now I need to actually complete sets on. So
can I ask, right? So you gave me very kindly and very appreciated by my missus some storage boxes for my cards. Mm-hmm. On one of the storage boxes, I've got it here. It says Missing Famous Nicknames China #1, and it's in a few different places. That did you ever get it?
Yeah, I have in the end. Yeah, it took a long time to get because it never came up. So it took ages to come. But yeah, I had to write it on the top because I used to store it one way. Then I put it on the end so I could see.
Yeah, I know, it's like fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got it anyway. That's good.
Yeah, I'm still missing the Undertaker War
easy.
Booty as well.
Yeah, I did see that's on there. Good luck with that one.
Yeah, thanks. But yeah, no, yeah. So storage boxes. Everyone's happy now. Everyone's got boxes and stuff they can shove stuff in. So yeah, that's it for the corner, really. Yeah, no more further things to add from me. So we just close the corner.
Lovely.
Cool.
We'll move on to the Nook.
Chris's Nook. Right. I think we've had a good turnaround on it this time, haven't we? Wait, has everyone got their cards? Everyone's got their cards, right?
We got it in person.
Yeah,
didn't
we've all got them. Yeah,
I've got a booklet.
Oh yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
I'm glad I got a better camera for this. So, do you want me to go first with it?
Yeah, go first.
Is that all right?
So the topic was taking a shit.
Yeah. Taking a dump. Straining one out. Straining one out.
Dropping the kids off at the pool.
Yeah. We're very high class on this podcast. We always have been.
The thing is, I've wanted to do this for ages, but you made a comment before, like, oh, it's a bit. But then, you know,
we've worked out where
demographic.
We've worked out where our level is in this world right now. It's fine. So I got Jamie's basically arts and crafts. When this came, I shook my head, going, "Oh my god, what's he done?" And but it is brilliant. So the front of it says "The Nook." Straining by Jamie Stocker.
Very good.
Very good. It's going to be a reverse way round, right? In the thing. So, page 1, chapter 1. Is John Cena shitting so bad he fucked his knee the Nook? No, it isn't his knee, just fucked. Lift me. Okay, so there you go. It's basically John Cena with a broken knee. Looking like he's, straightening one out. Is it Vader? Page 2. Is it Vader and his exploding arse? And this is the Alan Ginter.
Fair, yep.
That's one, definitely. This one I don't like because you've cut the card in half. Is it the Big Show punching Cena out of the way before he shits himself? And then there's that, but he's cut it in the middle, so you lift it up and it just says no. It says no. Maybe it's a desperate gurning Miz once again pushing Cena out of his way. And this is, I think you've ruined this card, man, because my screen's going all funny there. Oh. It's a bit weird. No, what's happened here?
Perfect timing for it to go.
Yeah, perfect timing.
He's showing us the card.
Okay, that's maybe a problem going forward. And then the last one. It is a double shitter. Wrestlers who shit together worked better together. And it's a picture of... What card set is this from?
Yeah, what is that?
In-Ring Action Raw. I don't know what card set that's from, but it's Orton and Benoit, and Orton's got him from behind, basically, and they're both gurning. But what set is that from,
I think
Jamie?
it's a Ruthless Aggression set, I think it is.
There you go.
I can't remember which one it is now. I think it's Ruthless Aggression. It's 04 anyway.
Orton definitely looked like he was straining a little there.
So I will remove that one, because that's your submission, yeah?
That is the actual submission, yes.
And I'll put it in a different sleeve.
Fucking A+ for effort, though, Jamie.
Yeah.
So the story for this...
You're probably not going to win, but...
No, it's fair enough. So I was looking online, and I was trying to obviously get some straining pictures together, and I come across SC cards on eBay. So I put a load in the basket, and I just said to Scott, could you do me a deal on these? Because they're going to be for the Nook. And I want to have a closer look at them. So I just had them all bought, and Scott done me a good deal. We've done the whole lot for $5, and I was like, you know what? That's a bloody good deal there. So I'll take that lot. And when I got them, I thought these are too good to waste, so I thought I'd make a Lloyd booklet. And because there were so many seniors in there, I thought it'd be right up his alley.
Right on.
So there, yeah. So you got a double strainer there as a submission. I don't want any extra credit for anything else. I just needed them out of my PC. So there you go.
Go on, Chris. Open your one.
Fair enough. Right. So this one, Dave. He's double Quincy'd me, so I got 2 Quincy's.
I'm running out of Quincy's now. I tell you.
I'll send you this back. Oh, Dakota Kai. Well, she's in the position for sure, and she looks serious. She's got a very serious face on there.
Oh, she has, isn't she?
Concentration.
I've been waiting for this for ages. You know, I've always said that every Dakota Kai picture always looks to me like she's having a bit old strain. So this one's perfect, right?
Focused. Yeah.
Constipation Chrome.
Yeah. Pretty. So yeah, it was amazing. I'm happy with it. But I don't think I'll win, sadly. But there's nothing so funny as a girl taking a poo.
Apparently. You've heard. Right, well, I'm going to reveal mine. So I've got a Quincy on the back, which is the same Quincy. So you boys have got far too many Quincy's in your collection.
Is that the same Quincy?
It's the same Quincy, isn't it?
Same Quince.
Yeah, so there you go. So we have, and on the front we have a Mike Tenay.
That's for you.
Who's not, yeah, that's for the PC. Look at that, look. Happy old Mike. Yeah.
Not
He's not
straining at all.
No. He's doing the old Triple H
He's just
pointing,
finished. Yeah.
No, he's saying, I'll give that 20 minutes if I you.
About 25 minutes.
Right, so we have... Oh, this is a pretty good one, actually. So we've got one from a set this year. We have got a Luke Gallows photogenic, having a good old strain. A proper toothy grimace. All the muscles contracted. Oh, very good.
There you go.
Bullet Club for life. There you go. So that's on there from Chris. There you go.
Bullet Club.
Cool. So we'll put them on the social media platforms all over the place, and we'll see who is the winner on the next episode.
Very good.
Cool. That is it for my Nook. Yeah, good stuff, guys. Well done.
Cool.
Let's go over to the President's Hole.
Yeah, let's take a trip over to my gaping hole. So, song-wise this week, Jamie, can I have White Town, Your Woman?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There you go. Didn't think I'd say that one today, did you?
No. I thought you were going to say Petuna Clark's Downtown and go for all the downtown songs.
No, not all the downtowns today. Let's go, yeah. Anyway, so $10.40. I'm still waiting. It's supposed to be Brian Lyons, but he's turning into a Colonel Chaos too, I think, as Jamie drops half his mic on the floor.
I will double check to make sure he hasn't actually sent it. I don't think he has, but...
I don't think he has. He did send me a message the other day. We do like message each other quite a bit, updates and stuff wise. And he sent me a picture of a Tiffany Stratton die cut from Select, is the concourse one. And then he just texted me. So this was on the 17th, and he just said, "Finished a bit high to be my $10.40 pick."
What did it go for?
I think it went for $6.50, but the shipping was $6.99. So I don't think, and that's in the
Where's he getting that from?
I don't know. So I don't think he actually has got one yet. But if you could do it by the next episode, Brian, lovely. If not, it's going to be a bit of a difficult one to have another past week. I definitely will do, guys. I keep saying it. The Liberator of the Week. It's the end of the month next week. I will try my best to get one done for next week. Definitely. So we'll have something for the week after. I do apologise. It's just my life's just so busy. Apparently, it's not. But this is my fault. I did kind of forget to do it between the 2 weeks, and we met each other as well, didn't we? So that was just like another excuse I can give. So it's fine. Before we go, I'm going to give Jamie a music question.
Oh, before we do the quiz, I just want to do about $10.40. So we're getting very close to Christmas, aren't we? And we always do kind of like Christmas messages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can we do a little $10.40 challenge between ourselves to buy each other a $10.40 gift that we can open up on the Christmas special?
Yeah, that's cool.
So we'll do like a random wheel. Who'd send into who? Yeah. And then we'll do $10.40 for ourselves.
Should we do it?
Time to get it here.
Should we do it like Secret Santa though?
Yeah, go then. Yeah, but it has to be something for someone's PC. So we have to kind of.
We'll get one of the boys from the ATP to do it, but not only give us the name of who we're buying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't obviously reveal to each other. Yeah. It'll be for the PC for $10.40.
Yeah.
Sound like a bit of fun?
Yeah.
And that gives us like a month then to get it done before Christmas.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
Cool. All right.
Sweet.
In.
All right. Cool.
Music quiz.
No, it's just one question actually, because when I picked Whitetown, the reason I remember Whitetown more than anything is because they're from Derby, and my sister went to university in Derby, and I remember it's like filmed around the town centre. For some reason, it's always stuck in my head. But what I didn't know, because I had this song in my head for ages, and I thought, right, let's do this one day. And I didn't know the guy was actually born in India. So he'd come over and he grew up. I think he came over when he was like 3. His name's Jyoti Prakash Mishra. Probably butchered that. Sorry, guys. But Jamie, can you name? I can only think of 2 other people who had a UK #1 single. So that song went to #1 in the UK. Mm-hmm. There's 2 other people who were born in India who have had UK #1 singles. Do you know who they are?
I'm going to say Corner Shop with Brimful of Asher, potentially.
You would be wrong. That's a little red herring, actually.
Isn't it?
So the guy, even though he's from Indian descent, he was actually born in Wolverhampton.
No way.
Yeah. I don't know whether the rest of the band is, but the guy who formed it, the lead singer, he's from Wolverhampton.
Mm.
Both of these songs that you guys are mentioning are on my current playlist at the moment.
There you go.
Really?
So
Look
weird.
at you.
So
Mr.
weird.
90s. I don't know.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, go on.
I'll be here. Never get them. You will never get them.
I would try hard, but I'll be here for hours trying to get your answer.
So the first one is Engelbert Humperdinck.
That's random.
Born in India. And yeah, if anyone doesn't know what he's saying, is please release me, let me go. I'm pretty sure that's Engelbert. And the other one, Sir Cliff Richard.
Oh, I would have never got that. It's a bit of a red herring, isn't it?
How mad is that, though? I can't name any other artists that had a UK #1 who were born in India. So that's mental.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, crazy. There you go. Sorry.
Yeah. Well done, Lloydie.
I thought, can you imagine having that question in a quiz in a pub?
I hope. Mate, if that question comes up now, I'm
Yeah.
going to be everyone's
You're gonna be
favourite
like,
fucking
You're going to be like, the president let me know. The president let me know.
What have you done if I come back and said them, rattled off one after? Yeah, Cliff Richard and Engelbert Humperdinck. You would have.
I'd be like,
what the fuck?
I'd be like, you,
me.
sir, are
You need to get out
amazing.
more.
Yeah. No,
That's a good pub quiz question, though. You're completely right there. Yeah.
Really good.
It's crazy. Like when I saw that, I knew that Cliff was really, but like I just typed in who else was born in India and Sir Cliff, and I was like, yeah, I did know that. I had no idea Engelbert Humperdinck was born in India. Like, why would you know?
Yeah.
But there you go. Okay, let's move over to the break. So this time round, so you've all had a week to prepare for this one because you knew 2 weeks actually, yes. So your best story. So Jamie, do you want to kick us off with your best story?
Yeah, so mine is in an audio form because I can never give stories justice and I always end up forgetting details. So we'll cut to the audio and then we can, if you've got any questions on my story, we can go in for it. So here's the audio sent in from my brother.
So I was about 17 at the time, which would have made Jamie 19. I get a call from him about 11:30 at night, explaining to me that he was on a night out in Cambridge. He'd spent all of his taxi money on a kebab and would I go pick him up? Well, I didn't have my own car at the time because my dad was sharing it with me. He had it at the night. So I said, well, Jamie, I ain't got my car with me. Yeah, it's all right, just use mine. So I grabbed his keys to his Gold Rover 25, noticed there's no fuel in it. So I rang him back. I was like, Jamie, your fuel gauge right on the needle, mate. Yeah, don't worry about that. It does it all the time. It's broken. It's got loads of fuel in there. I was like, all right. I should probably add Jamie was quite intoxicated. Probably the most intoxicated I've ever seen him. But anyway, so I drive into town, pick him up, no problem there. Very kindly offers me a bite of his kebab, which I decline. Anyway, driving back home, hit the first steep hill. Blah, 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 blah. Car's completely out of fuel, innit? So there we were at the bottom of the hill, frantically scrolling through the phone to anyone who might, be inclined to come and help us. Family friend called Ben kindly volunteered to come and help us. He comes out with a jerry can of fuel, probably 1 in the morning at this point. Top it up, jump starts the car, nothing working. We made the schoolboy error of not leaving his car running as we jump started Jamie's, so we were all then stuck at the bottom of the hill for a number of hours. I forget exactly how many hours, but I don't think we got rescued by Ben's dad until he woke up at 5 in the morning. Jamie's car wouldn't start at all, so we had to get towed back, much to Ben's dad's amusement. We were stuck at the bottom of this chilly hill all night because Jamie underestimated his fuel gauge, basically, and I should have just trusted my instinct. But I guess the real kicker was halfway through this waiting at the bottom of the hill, one of Jamie's friend's mothers, who was a taxi driver, pulled over, and we thought we're saved. And she just explained to us that she's just starting her shift. She had a fare, couldn't help us, and if we were still there in 8 hours at the end of her shift, she'd be willing to give us a hand, which was nice.
Well, there you go. Jamie.
Colonel Chaos strikes again.
We expect nothing less. We expect nothing less. I can just imagine you just like leaning up against the wall going, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Do you want some kebab?
Your brother's a nice guy, though, because if I had a brother and that was my brother, I'd have said, nope, not today.
No thanks.
I'm staying in bed, yeah. And if you told me that you had petrol, I, again, would not have believed you. I would have gone, you've got no petrol, Jamie. See you tomorrow.
The thing is, I have no, like, for his brother, honestly, I don't have any kind of remorse, because ultimately his brother knows what Jamie's like.
He must do, yeah.
He must know what Jamie's like. We've only known Jamie for a couple of years and we know what he's like. So, you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, he must have seen that coming, surely. But
my brother said to me, I said, can you tell me the funny story you've got of me? I know which ones are going to be. He said, do you want the one where the car broke down or you shit in the swimming pool? And I said, I don't really want the shit in the swimming pool story.
We do.
Broken down.
We want the shit in the swimming
That'd be for another day. But I was like, no, let's do the broken down car one. We won't do shitting in the swimming pool.
Next episode, topic swimming pools.
Swimming pools. Water parks. Oh dear.
We've really it's gone down the toilet. This
it really has.
It's really okay. Go on, Chris. What's your story?
Cool. So I struggled with this. I don't know if it's my best story or it's one of my favourite stories though. I was going to do a drunk one as well, and I thought, no, Jamie's done the drunk one, so I'll leave that. So my one, I'm going to say. So I was in Las Vegas. The year is 2005. Mm-hmm. I'm standing outside the Bellagio Hotel. I was with my dad, and I said to my dad...
Ocean's 11's has just kicked off in the background.
Well, there you go. I said to my dad, I'm going to go for a cigarette, because I smoked cigarettes at the time. So I went ahead, maybe like 5 minutes ahead of him, and we were going to go out somewhere. And I'm just standing there minding my own business, having a cigarette. And two guys walk up to me, and they're like Mexican or Latino guys. And they said to me, aren't you... And then you got to think this was 20 years ago, exactly. Yeah. They went, aren't you? And then said some baseball player's name. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what? And they said, yeah. The other one goes, yeah, you play for... And then said a team that, again, I don't remember because it was all just going on around me. And I was just like, oh, what the hell? And I was like, yeah, sure. And when you think about it afterwards, you think, well, you've got like a really noticeable British accent. Yeah. But no one said anything about that. They were just like, yeah. So I signed a scrap of paper. I just signed it in my normal signature. I then took some photos on like an old school, like a flash camera, because it was 2005. You had flip phones and stuff that had cameras, but they were shit quality, and people didn't, necessarily do that kind of selfie thing yet or anything.
Mm.
And then so then these two guys come up, blah blah blah, and then a small crowd gathered around me. What? No shit. Yep. And so I did the same thing, signed some more stuff. Some girls, like, was signing girls stuff, taking pictures with girls.
You signed boobs?
Didn't sign boobs, no. I just signed like random bits of paper and things like that. No, but I did take a picture with like 3 girls all at the same time, sort of thing. Then my dad came out and said, "Chris, what the fuck is going on out?" It's like, why are all these people around you? And I was just like, so he got like a cab or a car or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there was, I would say, probably like 15 people around at this point, kind of all going, who is this sort of thing? And so then I just ran over, got in the cab and left. And my dad was just like, well, that was weird. So,
Did your dad put your coat over your head and then put you in the back of the car? Like,
no, he was just pissed off that I was taking ages to come and get in the fucking car. He was like getting more and more annoyed, like thinking, what the hell is going on? Jeez. But yeah, like when you think about it now, it was before like Facebook. Like now, if that happens, you put the picture on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram and someone would go, that is not that person. That is just some random guy who looks like him.
Yeah.
But this was like pre-Facebook, as I said, pre-camera phones, really. So yeah, that sort of thing wouldn't happen really nowadays. It might happen, but it would quickly get sort of shut down. So yeah.
So who was it that he reckoned you looked like?
No idea. Some baseball player who was playing in 2005. And you think I was 18 at that point.
Yeah.
So it must have been a young player. I mean, I did at that point look older. I had, like a beard and stuff, or like a small beard, but yeah, weird.
Yeah. I thought you were going to be the rookie VIP of the year, mate. That's what they were after. Yeah. Rookie also.
Some picture of some random British guy.
Oh dear.
Thank you for that. That was good. I like that. So we move over to mine then.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Is it you falling off the toilet?
Funny you say. It's not me falling off the toilet. However, this is the last ever toilet story I'll ever do on this show. Hopefully, if I don't fall off another toilet. But it is a toilet story. So it kind of fits really well with the show today, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of toilet humour. Haha. So before I start, like going off with Chris's reference with Vegas here, like certain people where like they don't think they're Elvis, but they dress like Elvis. They wear the Hawaiian shirt, slick back hair. Occasionally wear those glasses, and
they're like frame ones. Yeah,
I do that just for context. Okay, so this is a weird story, and I thought I've always had this story in my locker, and I feel bad about the story, but I think it's a good story nonetheless because it's just so weird. Okay, so when I was at university, after class, a group of us always used to go and play pool at a local bar. We used to smoke cigars and drink Guinness. We were right knobheads back in the day. Why not? Young, free, who the fuck cares? One of the things that cigars and Guinness does, though, gives you a bit of a bad belly after a while, right? So I went to the toilets in this bar, had to go. And so to give you the lay of the land of the toilet, on the left-hand side, so just as you go in, there's a sink. And on the wall to the left, there was this big old urinal silver thing, like steel thing, like quite large. Yeah, all in one, all the way down the room. And there's one stool. So when we say this, so if any Americans are listening, because American toilets, men's toilets are fucking terrible. Because like the doors, the doors,
there was a gap.
There's gaps everywhere. Yeah, ours are like a closet. You go in there, you're locked in. It's like a cubicle. You're proper locked in. You can't hear pretty much anything, and you can't hear anything, and people outside really can't hear anything. So I go in, there's no one else there. I have to go to do the number 2. So I sit down and stuff happens. And I'm there. And then I get a knock at the door. And I said, mate, yeah, I'm going, mate. I'm going. And then about 20, 30 seconds later, another knock happens. But it's more frantic. And I'm like, mate, I can't rush this. Sorry. And then another 20 seconds go past and he's banging on the door. And I'm like, obviously he needs to go. And I'm just shouting back, mate, Rome wasn't built in a day and neither's this shit. Sorry, it's not going to happen. So I get out. Not long after, I get out. And as I open the door, at the end of the urinal, there is a fella, he must have been in his 20s, laughing hysterically. And I'm like, you're fuming, right? Because he's obviously had a hand in that or something's happened, right? And he's laughing. And I'm like, mate, what the fuck? You know, like really like, why would you do that? And then he's gesturing to the right, his right, so my left. So I look down and by the sink, there's a dwarf dressed as Elvis, having a wee into a waste paper basket.
Right.
And I'm standing there getting verbally abused by this man who is a dwarf because he couldn't reach the urinal and he needed to go into the toilet to reach the toilet. And it was my fault for not coming out quick enough. That's why he'd have to relieve himself in a waste paper basket, which was actually one of those, those metal fire things. You know, the
has holes in it.
It didn't have holes in it. You know, like a grey bucket where you put like sand in or something. Oh right, like that. It was one of those basically. So I felt so bad. I was just standing there getting verbally abused by someone. I felt very bad, but there was nothing I could do about it anyway. So I just, yes, it was the most uncomfortable I've ever felt in my life. But I just thought to myself, I'll never be in that situation again. And if it ever did crop up again, it would be amazing if it did. So, but I felt very bad for him, but I didn't. I wasn't intentional.
But did you say there was another guy in there who was laughing?
Yeah, so he'd obviously watched this happen.
So that guy could have, like what you do if, say, imagine it was your kid, and you pick him up, but just kind of like that. Maybe he could have helped him and just picked him up, looked the other way, and gone, "Tell me when you're done."
Maybe he didn't want to. I don't know, or go get a stool.
I wouldn't have done that either. Yeah, to be fair, I'd have just stood there and laughed.
You're in a bar. Go get a stool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. People were thinking at the time. I just don't know what happened. I just went to the toilet to see this carnage unfold. So,
yeah, I guess in the moment you'd just be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I reckon if you AI generated that image, you couldn't even get it like it actually looked.
It was very strange, man. But yeah.
Jesus.
Weird.
The thing is, like, I just kind of just walked away as quickly as I could, feeling very bad and but thinking I'm never going to see that shit again. Literally, that shit again in my life. Hopefully not. Anyway, so there you go. Three very wonderful stories.
Weird and wonderful. How about that?
So no, quite on par. Like Jamie, you're a lunatic. We all knew that. Chris, you're a superstar in someone's eyes. And I talk about toilets.
Always on the toilet, mate. You are. You live on the toilet.
I live in the toilet. But that's my last toilet story I have in my locker.
Don't.
I have no other toilet stories in my locker
Yet.
There's
Yet.
still time to come. Yeah.
Just wait until Stanley's old enough, maybe. I don't know.
Oh dear.
Doing upper deckers and stuff. Let's hope not.
Okay, let's scroll down to purchases of the week. Chris, go on, my friend. What are your purchases?
Cool. So start with something I've never mentioned on the podcast before: WCW NWO strategy guides with cards, of course. So I actually looked since we started the podcast. This is my 7th iteration of a strategy guide with cards. I've spent a total of $94 on the 7 strategy guides, so nearly $100 on them. But yeah, I will always pick those up when I see them. So
they're really hard to come by, actually. Like to try and get, especially if they're not dog-eared in the corners. Like it's just so hard.
Yeah, the one I got the other day was really nice. Yeah, it'd probably be the one I actually swap my ones currently for.
Nice.
I will say there's one on eBay at the moment for like $60 is way too high. You can get it for like 20. Unless I think I paid like 13 for this one or something. But yeah, number 7. Raw is War 2001 Fleur. I picked up a hobby box. I'm going to open it on the YouTube channel. It's still not here. I won it. I can't remember when, like last Friday. The eBay seller has a couple of like negative and neutral feedbacks for this type of thing. I think what it is that they obviously at work or whatever, and then they can't get to the post office till Saturday. That's what it kind of looks like anyway. But yeah, it's pissing me off because I wanted to open it this week.
Beforehand, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So, if you're doing that kind of thing on eBay, you should write in the description, I only send on Saturdays, and then I'm fine with it because I know what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, bit yeah. WWE Superstars 2021. It's been a while since any of us have bought any of these or really mentioned anything about them. I saw this week The Rock 250, a green one. It was up for like 15 quid and I put an offer of 12 in and that was accepted. So yeah, that's going in the Rock PC.
Nice.
From Photogenic, I picked up a pallbearer to 75, the insert one, not the sort of base one, and a Prism Sherry Martel blue pulsar to 75. So a couple of 75s there. I think I paid like £7.50 or something, so decent price. And then I got a few non-wrestling cards I'll quickly mention. Card of the set for Disney Topps Chrome for me was Chick Hicks to 99 green.
Cards.
I do, and especially Chick Hicks. It's because like I've got 2 kids that are one of them was into cars and one of them is. And then, when you're playing games or playing with the cars, I'm always the bad guy, Chick Hicks. So I'm always Chick Hicks. So pick that up. And then Dave, you've inspired me. You're an influencer. Last episode you were
Not
talking
in a good way. Sometimes.
you mentioned your Rachel Bilson also from the OC.
Cool. Yeah.
And I mentioned I'd sort of been looking at one of Roxanne McGee from Hollyoaks and Game of Thrones. So I did manage to get one of those. I did that in a trade with someone or Matt from the ATP. I sent a card his way and he's grabbed one of them for me. So yep, got one of them. And then I don't know how this happened. I don't know what I was even looking at because I wasn't looking at this, but Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Oh,
fucking random.
That's awesome.
So the 2 aunts.
Oh, mate, that's really cool.
Do you remember the 2 aunts and Libby?
Yeah.
So I had a bit of a thing for Aunt Zelda back in the day. Who didn't?
Yeah.
Bit of a MILF.
Definite MILF, yep. So yeah, 3 on-card autos. I paid 30 quid. So 10 each. And again,
really good.
I actually looked these up and they do occasionally sell for like this sort of price. But yeah, there's like buy it nows for sort of 50, 60, 70 quid. So yeah, just got to find the other autos from the set. So yeah. Weird and random week from me.
90s, mate. 90s are well back in fashion at the moment.
Who's next? Who's up next?
Dropping my Thai Red Bull everywhere.
It's gone everywhere.
Anyway,
I think it's over to me, and I'm going to be really quick with this time round because I have bought nothing. Not bought.
You sound like the Card Foundation.
I mean, I've not bought any. I have bought some. I have bought some things, but not like PC things. So I've bought a couple of V-Packs.
Sorry, that's such a nickname from now on. J-Pack.
No,
sorry.
Chaos is fine.
Chaos is fine. J-Pack. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've not bought anything for myself. I'm just kind of in this kind of drought period where anything I've been trying to get this year, I kind of need to commit and wait for Christmas to be out of the way, really. I have bought some e-pack stuff, so I bought a couple of packs of metal over the last few days just to kind of see what's still left there. I've got an orange Kenny out of AEW 2022 flagship. I've got a Palladium Moxley, so nothing major, but just a few different bits and pieces there. I've had a few misses. I've been trying to obviously get the Heroes of Wrestling on eBay. Missed out on a couple of those kind of lower end names on that side of things. But yeah, pretty much breaks is really what I've been in over the last few days. So Select hitting the market last week meant that a lot of money was kind of going on Select and picking out a few names from there, a few case breaks and stuff. So yeah, just that kind of stuff really. Nothing actually for myself for the minute.
Cool. Mine, it's quite funny actually because there's a couple, and I'm thinking, what did I buy? So definitely, I bought a card that I've been actually looking for actually ages. So this is the one where I won the NWO belt on the stream. So I bought.
You haven't mentioned it, Lloydie.
No, just the once. So it was. So it was a singles night on Card Tricks, and the card I bought was a Gigi Dolan red wave from Select last year. So the second year Select. With the rose. Mm-hmm. She looks Mardy with the rose, basically. So, but I was like, I've been kind of wanting a red Gigi Dolan autograph card for a while. And I got that for £16, which I think was a steal. And on top of that, won a £350 belt. So, not much. Not much.
Mate, if Chris wins one of these big givvies, you're not going to
win one of these. I'm not going to win one, so you're fine.
You never know.
I also, so that was I think like the week, it was like the night before. I think they did that on the Thursday, and then they did on the Friday night, they did a Select singles night as well.
Yeah, that was it.
And I bought a Karrion Kross Phenomenon, the red one, which he's on Raw, so it's Red Raw and Red Raw. Karrion Kross is Red Raw.
Red Raw.
But I like the Phenomenon parallel. I think it's really cool. That should have been the concourse. We say it on the bonus. That should have been the concourse. And so I got that for like £5, and then I got the Nikki Cross Sparks patch to 99. So the red one, basically. And that was a tenner. And then I got a Lucian Price tie-dye ringside rookie out of 25. £8. I think that's a bargain.
Nice.
Bargain hunt. So I did another break, and I picked up a Lucian Price auto as well out of 99. Just randomly. So I might start PC a bit different maybe. Nice. But the biggest card I hit in the last couple of weeks was this boy here. It's beautiful. So it's the Ultimate Warrior ringside Select of the new Select gold out of 10, 9 out of 10. But it's a beautiful card, isn't it?
Beautiful.
But this is me. So I don't normally go for warrior cards, right? Very rarely do I. But this is like educational piece. So I looked at what was coming out of Select, and the Ultimate Warrior had a concourse, a premium, and a ringside. Also, and new and phenomenon card as well. Obviously, no autos, sadly, but when I was looking at what was coming out, and then obviously the big names were coming out because they had a lot of cards like Hulk and
Roman,
Cena, Roman, lots of them who had lots of cards in the set. Warrior was one of them, so I got Warrior for a very cheap price and ended up pulling a big card. So it all goes to show, if you take note of what's coming out in the product, you can sometimes move your chips, a little bit of your chips in that direction on breaks, and magic happens, guys. So there you go. Yeah. And just a quick thank you to Christopher. I am in love with this. So you gave me a bunch of cards, thank you. And I'm in love with the 2011 Dolph Ziggler 30 Years of Survivor Series card.
Oh, to 10?
To the 10, yeah.
That is from Japan.
That is so beautiful.
That you need to also thank our good friend Tommy. Because
Tommy, thank you.
I was looking on Mintmall or somewhere and it said, like, there's a load of cards here that there was a few Dolphs. I think that's where the orange to 25 chrome one came from as well. So
cool. Thank you, boys. But honestly, look how beautiful that card is.
Cool. I do like that insert sets, like the 30 Years of Rumble and Survivor Series and stuff.
It's like bossed. It's brilliant. Sorry, Jamie.
No, because I know Tops. People say, Tops. Tops is, when Tops get it right, they do get it right and they nail it with the artwork and the finish of the cards and like the thicker ones. They just do great stuff, really. I
think when people say that, they're just thinking of those like flagship type paper sets. Do you know what I mean? Like when you actually think of some of the other stuff they did, it was nice, decent cards.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah.
And a quick thank you to Trav for sending me over the Billy Cilio stuff. Finally got that as well, so that's really cool. So thank you, and more Earthquakes that he got for me as well. So. I think we're on 33.
Damn.
Nice. So I missed out on an Earthquake one last week. There was a lot of 4, 2 Triple H and 2 Earthquakes on Yankee Bay, and that was going for like nothing, and I missed it. So you could have had 2 more, but it is what it is. Unless Trav picks it up, you never know.
My goal is to get to 50, and if I can get past 50, great. But if I can get like a quarter of them. If we can get 25%, I think that would be a miracle. I think
you should frame them in one big frame.
That'd be so funny.
In number order. Have you got any sequential ones yet or not?
Yeah. I've got like 9, 10, 11.
Okay, that's just
there's cool. Quite a few. There's quite a few that are sequential actually.
Have you got 37 yet?
I haven't actually checked for 37. I don't think I do have 37.
That'd be cool if you did that. I just checked and was like, oh, well, I have actually.
Well, I don't think I have 37. I think I have one in the 40s. I don't think I have 37.
But I was going through my Terry Funks for the Prism, and I realised I've got a load of bookends. I've got the 11 of 11, 99 of 99, and the 25 of 25. And you think, oh, that's a bit dangerous now to have all of those as bookends.
You're going to do a rainbow of just bookends. Oh, no thanks.
Sometimes it just happens, mate. I have.
It's mad, isn't it?
Dolph. Yeah. I don't have that one anyone else, just Dolph.
I've noticed with a lot of, like, I'm obviously selling some cards for you at the moment. A lot of your numbers are like 6 of 10 and 6 of something. Lots of 6s.
Weird, isn't it?
Really strange, yeah.
Yeah.
Clickety-click, 66. All right, let's move on. And let's have a quick word from our sponsors.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Join Card Tricks UK on Whatnot Daily, your only stop for regular wrestling breaks in the UK. Ooh, Chris, Casper, and the team welcome you to join the hunt for rare autographs, relics, and one-of-ones from wrestling stars past, present, and future. What you gonna do, brother?
Okay, and we are back. So top 5 Mega 5. So I've called this the Prez's 15 randoms. So what I did was I gave 15 cards to the boys, to Chris and Jamie, and myself. So 15 random cards that which I found, and I took pictures and I got all the names for them, and I sent them out to the boys and said, which of these are your top 5? So we're going to do that. So before we do it, I'll read them out. Obviously, you cannot see them, but I'm sure Chris will collage.
I was going to say,
them
I will put them out there.
Lovely, thank you, mate. But until that happens, we'll go down the list. So 2020 Topps Chrome. These are in no order at all. Like, these are just the order I had them printed out on. Okay, so they're not by year or anything like that. So 2020 Topps Chrome WWE Rhea Ripley auto out of 99. So that's her rookie auto, basically. 2023 WWE Panini Immaculate Collection Mr. T Red out of 35. This is with him wearing his boxing stuff. It's always him wearing his fucking boxing stuff. 2023 WWE Revolution Andre the Giant Kaboom. Boom. 2012 Leaf Origin Originals Wrestling Coco Beware Alternate Art Red Ink. 1985 Topps WWE Hulk Hogan Blue Background. 1994 WWE Action Packed WWF Yokozuna. 1991 WWF Merlin Italia Brutus the Barber Beef Cake. 2004 BBM Pro Noah, so Kenta Kobashi windbreaker out of 250.
What is a windbreaker? Is it literally a windbreaker like they have on the beach?
It's well, I think it's like a jacket, like a thick
like
jacket.
his jacket windbreaker. Okay,
yeah,
fine.
I think that's
Soft
what it
shell.
is. Yeah. I don't think they grabbed one off the beach, Jamie.
I didn't know if there was like a certain event that was like, bash of the I don't know. Yeah, man, I
It's
don't
a
know.
really windy day. Get that. Let's make it into a relic. But why would they make a windbreaker anyway into it? Like just the top, I don't know.
It could be anything.
2013 Topps WWE AJ Lee Teddy Bear Relic.
Point there, you see. Anything can be a relic, mate.
There you go. 1999 Topps WCW NWO Miss Elizabeth Auto. 2022 Upper Deck AEW Sting Base Auto. 2023 Prism WWE Premium Box Set Undertaker Throwback Auto out of 20. 3 more left, guys. 2024 Panini WWE Photogenic The Rock. This is just the base card. 1995 BBM Cactus Jack PSA 8 Authentic On Card Auto. And 2023 WWE Select Stone Cold Steve Austin Ringside Silver Die Cut PSA 10. Oh, Jesus, that's a mouthful.
He didn't actually blink then either.
Gone red.
Maybe we should have offered to take it in turns there.
You know what I mean?
Read one each.
Right, you wait until the end of this. I've got to do the same thing in a minute, so don't you worry about that.
Well. So, Chris.
Hello.
Go on. What was your top 5 of those 15?
So there was
See if we're in sync.
I was going to say, there's no like real context. It was just random cards. There was no like, it wasn't money, value, prospecting. It was pick 5, right?
Yes, pick
cool.
Yep. 5.
So number 5, I have gone for Red Pants Kaboom Andre. I'd love a Kaboom in my collection. I think that's something that needs to happen at some point. I think all of the WWE ones are actually pretty cool. And this one being Sam's favourite makes the list for me. So Red Pants is in that. Number 4, I've gone for AJ Lee Teddy Bear Relic. I've seen this again recently. And it's really cool, isn't it? It's probably, I think it's maybe the best relic of all time. It's definitely one of the most unique for sure. Because like the bits of the teddy bear are like all like coming out all over the card. And do you know what I mean? It just looks, different. Number 3, I've gone for Miss Elizabeth, also WCW 98. It's somebody that I PC. And I would say it's probably one of the top 5 autos I'd pick from that WCW set. I'd say the only people ahead of it are Macho Man, Mr. Perfect, Hogan, and Brett. After that, I think it would be Liz, and even Liz might go above Brett and Hogan just because they're still alive.
Rarity.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But yeah, great card. Number 2, I've gone for what I am calling a grail card for me, which is the Sting AEW Series 2. I saw actually somebody pulled the to 5 of this and posted it on Facebook the other day, and I was like, oh man. And annoyingly, I'd been thinking about buying a few packs of that like a day before or something. But yeah, at some point I will again, like the Kaboom. I probably will try and grab one of these. Very, very cool. And then number 1, I've gone for the Prism Throwback Undertaker Auto to 20. Now, I have the silver one of this, and it is a really nice card. I'm really quite a big fan of those 2012 throwback design. I like it in NBA. I've bought a few of the autos from the Timberwolves and NBA as well. So basically, I think if you'd have put any of those throwback autos on this list except Ronda Rousey and Brock Lesnar, it would have made my list. So yeah, that's my number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Go on then, James. Go on.
Right, so
this is going to be special. Come on.
Well, actually, there's very similar ones to what Chris has put. So we've got a bit of similarity here. So start at number 5. So I went for the Rock Photogenic. I think that's one of the cards of the Photogenic set, and I just think it's a good image. I've gone at number 5. Number 4, I've gone for the 2022 Chrome Rhea Ripley, the first NXT auto. Again, on-card auto, and I think it's just that nice full auto. So that's gone at number 4. And then we have all the ones which Chris has featured. So at number 3, I went for the Andre Kaboom. At number 2, I went for the AJ Lee Bear. And at number 1 was the Liz WCW auto. So there you go. Great minds. There. That's my 5.
Well. Number 5, AJ Lee Teddy Bear, which is the only card that I wish I had bought when I had the opportunity to buy it. Because
I feel you on that.
I've mentioned it before on the pod. It was in they used to do you remember back in the day before the Card Foundation existed? I think they're probably still doing it. They used to have card nights on the major Facebook, and I don't know if they still do it. I haven't been on that for years and years. And anyway, someone was offering it for $100, and I can't believe I passed up the opportunity. I don't think it ever sold, to be honest. I don't think anyone went in for it. Crazy, isn't it? Big card. Number 4. This is the most slept on card, I think, in the 15 in a lot of the hobby. The Stone Cold Die Cut, the ringside.
It's really low numbered. Well, I know they're not numbered, but they're low numbered.
They're like there's like 3 of them. 3. I think there's 3 in the set. Like they're so hard to pull. They've come back this year for ringside die cuts, and they're so hard to pull. I've seen like 1 out of probably 15 cases now.
Yeah,
they're so hard to pull. I think they're slept on, and for that to be a PSA 10 as well. I don't know what it sold for, because I think I got that off eBay. But if it does sell, I don't think it will go for what it's actually worth. I don't think people realise how rare and how collectible they are. So, number 3, the Taker Auto. Some synergy there. Number 2, Andre Kaboom.
Wow.
And number 1, Miss Elizabeth.
Wow.
There's a lot. We could actually do a Mega 5. I don't think we were going to do one. We probably could, couldn't we?
So, do you want to put the countdown clock on? Because I think we can do this, mother.
Before we do the countdown clock, would you like to hear the other little piece to this? Or would you want to do it post countdown clock?
Well, let's Mega 5 it first.
Okay.
And then we'll do your thing.
The little work piece. Fine, yes. Okay, let's Mega 5 this bad boy.
So, Mega 5. I think number 1's easy because Jamie, we've both gone for the same number 1.
Yeah.
So it's Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Number 2, where did you have Taker, Jamie?
I didn't have Taker on my list.
You didn't have Taker. So
my 1, 2, and 3 was Liz at 1, the AJ Bear at 2, and Kaboom was 3. Okay. You had the Kaboom at 2, and Chris had it at 3?
I had the Kaboom at 5.
5, okay.
So I think it's only right. Taker goes 2, and then the Kaboom 3.
Goes 3, 'cause it's in the middle, yeah.
AJ 4, and number 5.
Is there any others you guys had the same?
I had Rhea Ripley, but did you have a Rhea Ripley as well?
No. I think, to be honest, I would be happy with number 5 being Sting.
Sting? It's a really good card.
And I did think about, I wanted that card on the list, but I put the die cut in because I just think it's Yeah. But ultimately, I'm happy with Sting to be 5. Because it's a beautiful card. It's the snow.
The snow.
Black and white. A clean auto.
It's very cool.
Yeah, fine. Coffin Drop will be happy, and that's his reward for looking out for us.
See, I thought it would be quite similar. I didn't know if you guys would have had the Kaboom in there. Because I think, especially that Kaboom, it's very Marmitey, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm glad we all did, and happy days. And I'm amazed that nobody went for the Cactus Jack.
I like that the card is amazing, but I don't like Cactus Jack's auto over the top of it. It doesn't do nothing for me.
That's the thing.
And it's a PSA 8 as well.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about the grade, but I didn't know, the talking point was, I didn't know, I would have never had that in my list. It's not for me personally, but I didn't know where you guys would have stood with even though it's been authenticated, having that, that autograph for me it shouldn't be on that card.
No.
It's kind of ruins it.
And that's
as would have broken a brace.
But the Miss Elizabeth card, man, I'd love to have that in my PC. I'd love to have that in my PC. Any other honourables? I know we're honourable mentioning the Mega 5. But
Rhea for me was one that I think I just took off and put the Andre on for Sam. I know he loves that card, so.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, with that, because I don't know if I prefer the finest one. But the finest cards are quite streaky. Because the finest cards came out not so long after that Chrome.
Very soon after, months, I think.
But they're a bit streaky sometimes on the finest ones.
I like that Chrome design.
Yeah.
In the color, when it's like a coloured parallel, I think it really works. So
yeah. And the only other one I really love, that Yokozuna as well. And to be honest, and shout out for Jamie for picking the Rock as well. Well done, mate, because I think that card's beautiful as well. I want to get a parallel of that.
Parallels. The to 99 looks really good in that. The silver parallel.
Yeah, I think the fractal one as well. It's
75. Cool.
Yeah. I haven't seen the 49 of it. I don't think I've seen the gold version of it, but I don't think I've seen the 49.
Same, yeah.
Anything else from you, Jamie? Oh yes, Jamie.
Shall we do it?
Yes,
Let's
there is.
Do a little bit here. Let's do this. So
yeah.
As part of this, we all picked our favourite cards from the 15, but as a little bit of a challenge, and we want to be friendly to our friends over AI. I put your list into the AI gods. I put your list into ChatGPT, and I asked ChatGPT, "Here is a list of random wrestling cards. Can you rank these against any criteria you think is best?" Is what I said to ChatGPT. It came back to me. To rank these wrestling cards, I'm going to read this word for word, and if it gets a bit dull, but it's very interesting. So, to rank these wrestling trading cards, let's consider several criteria that influences collectible card value and appeal. I have ranked this criteria based on star power, rarity, set prestige, condition and grading, autographs and memorabilia, and historical value.
Okay.
So it's done the top 15. So I'll run through quite quickly, and I'll give you just what it said as a one-line under each card.
Just do the top 5.
Oh, top 5, okay. So the top 5. So number 5, 1999 Topps Miss Elizabeth Auto. The reason this is number 5 is because Miss Elizabeth is a beloved figure in wrestling history and her autographs are rare. This card combines scarcity with a fan favourite figure, making it very collectible. Nice. Number 4, Mr. T Immaculate Collection to 35. Mr. T, although not a wrestler by trade, is an iconic 80s pop culture figure. Immaculate is a premium set, and this number to 35 card is rare and an intriguing collectible for wrestling fans and pop culture fans. And number 3, it went for the premium box set Taker Throwback. Undertaker is a massive icon, and this is a limited to 20 Prism Throwback, also is very sought after. Panini Prism is also a very prestigious set in the sports card world.
They're like prestigious, don't they?
It does like prestigious, yes. Number 2, the Andre the Giant Kaboom.
Good.
The reason, Kaboom inserts are highly collectible and Andre is a legendary figure. This card combines visual appeal with rarity, making it desirable among collectors. And at number 1, it put the 1985 Topps Hogan blue background. Reason, iconic card of Hulk Hogan, one of wrestling's biggest stars. This is the first mainstream WWF set with high nostalgia and historical value. If ungraded, this card's value is largely tied to condition and can fetch premium if in good shape and graded. So that was ChatGPT's
hate that
top
card,
5.
I hate that card.
I will note at the bottom, so it says, in summary, the top cards here have a combination of iconic wrestlers, premium set reputation, and scarcity, i.e. Hogan, Andre, and Undertaker. Cards of newer or mid-tier wrestlers or those with limited mainstream appeal generally rank lower in my list of 15. Autographs and unique inserts also play a major role in what I've deemed desirable. And that's what ChatGPT said.
Just
so I'll
out
put the full
of,
list in our chat.
I was about to say, out of just quickly, who was number 15?
Number 15 was a 91 Merlin Beefcake from Italy. It said this card has niche.
Mr. Beefcake.
It says this card has niche appeal as a foreign WWF card, but Bruce's Beefcake is not as iconic, and the card's lack of rarity autograph limits its collectability amongst die-hard fans. So there you go. I think the biggest shocker for me here was it put the AJ Lee Teddy Bear relic at number 13 because it was too novelty.
Really?
So there you go. That's what it said. Yeah, it was too much novelty.
There you go. Wow.
But the Windbreaker card wasn't too much novelty for it.
Yeah.
But I'll put the full lot in our SCR pod chat. It's mad though that it actually went through so much criteria. No, it was wrong. It tried its best. So not wrong AI. Sorry, it had a difference of opinion. That's what it had. A difference of opinion. We love AI, don't we?
Yeah.
All hail AI.
Love it.
Gentle robots. Yes.
Right, we've come to the end of the show. Jamie, you are our champion. Let's get the belts on. Come on.
I'll put mine away now. I've not got mine available.
Okay.
Lloyd can have his.
You are our champion next time. So, what are you gonna? What's the show? What's the show going to be about?
So we'll do top 5 AJ styles. We'll start at the top of the alphabet, do our top 5 AJs. I'm sure we haven't done...
Alphabet. B is for Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
He's going to be pretty high, isn't he, on the A to Z? A2 capital letters. He's going to be first, surely. I'll ask ChatGPT and he'll come back with Axiom.
Anyone called Aaron.
Or Aaron, yeah. Let's do top 5 AJ styles for the top 5. So we'll do that. Big topic. I don't think we're going to actually have one. We're going to be doing specials, aren't we?
The criteria. We did talk about a criteria with the AJ styles.
Mm-hmm.
So no doubles, no duels.
No one else.
Just
no AJ
cards. Yeah, there you go.
So no triple autos because there are very nice triple autos of him, and it wouldn't be fair because we'll all probably go for the same cards. So.
They've already been on here for the triple auto one we've done. But yeah, let's redo that. And then, big topic. Obviously, we're not doing those. They'll be coming through as bonuses. There's nothing else we want to chat about on that. Coffee break. I'll bring that to you next time round. Mm-hmm. So that's what we'll do for the top 5.
Cool. Do you want to take us through the bits and passes?
Let's do it. So last thing from me. So as you mentioned earlier on, it is coming up to Christmas time, 1st of December next week. We're going to open up the lines once again if you want to send your Christmas messages over to us via memo. Always have a lot of fun of people sending their Christmas wishes, not just to us, but obviously to all the listeners. So I'll start dropping the messages around in WhatsApp if you want to click the link. It just takes you through to a website where you send a recording and that comes straight through to us. We'll compile those and drop them in our Christmas special. If you want to find us on social media, you can find us over on X, we're at SCR Pod. On Instagram, we're at Squared Circle Relics Pod, where we do semi-regular posts each day with sort of old collection stuff. We do top fives. You two giggling at.
Semi-regular.
Well, don't over-promise and under-deliver. So, if you get
you'd be great in the engine room in Star Trek, I tell you.
So that'll be on Instagram, so Squared Circle Relics Pod. If you want to find us on Facebook, we still have the Facebook group. So again, search Squared Circle Relics Podcast, and we'll find us over on there. And then Card Tricks. Again, if you want to come and join the Card Tricks community, lots of different groups on WhatsApp. We've got the sales page, the breaks page. There's the VIP club. We've got our own chat in there as well. And again, if you haven't used Whatnot before or bought with Card Tricks, you can still use the discount code ARTHURCOST, which should give you up to £25 discount on your first spot, wherever that may be. So again, you can get a high value spot there for a lot less than what it would normally be. So well worth doing if you've not done Whatnot before. And if you want to find me on social media, you can find me on Instagram. I'm at Jamie Stocker Insta. So that's all the plugs.
Lovely. Chris?
Cool. So find me on Instagram, semi-regularly posting Cambridge trading cards. Same name on YouTube. Again, semi-regularly posting. That's only due to other people not posting the fucking stuff in time, but whatever. So yeah, no new videos out from me on there. So the next one will be the Raw is War, and then we've also... I've got this Versus System AEW box that I've had for a little while. I was going to do like a TCG video, and then I decided, actually, I don't want a load of Raw Deal cards, like a stack of fucking Raw Deal cards or something. So I've knocked that one on the head. I'm just going to do the AEW box. So yeah, that would probably be out this week. But that's about it from me, Mr. Prez.
You can find me but never posting on X, because I don't do that. And it's not semi-regular, it's just never. And on Insta as well. Never do that one either. So that's it from me. Boys, let's all take it home. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
See you later, boys. See you later. No toilet activity.
AI and John Cena.